Hello, I'm back, and we're gonna finish this tonight or today, right here, right now. But it's just gonna be me and Nobi. Anyway, hello, Jano. What's up? Hello, Semper, Bathios, and Ragnarok. Hey, Ragnarok, what's up? I think this is the first time I've seen you here. What's going on? What made you show up? Who knows? Only you do. But no, we're gonna finish this, and probably gonna finish this because it's almost done. I just like ran out of time last time, but we're in that weird thing where I'm probably gonna finish this relatively quickly. And all the hard stuff, most of the hard stuff is done. So I wonder what probably do something after the fact. Haven't really decided. We'll get there when we get there. Your sleep schedule has been pounded into the dust. You know, you and many other people, it seems. That seems to be a trend right now. Why is that? No one seems to be able to sleep. So I'm gonna have to adjust myself a bit. Okay. Alright, let's finish this damn thing, huh? Imagine failing at sleep. Well, I'll be real, I have, but never intentionally. Usually like a bad night of sleep. More like failing at sleep so bad that it dilapidates all aspects of your life. And you're like, alright buddy, something's up. You need to have a talk or something. You know, it's kind of like that. Yeah, I'd say that works. Maybe. Maybe like this. Temper says honey making time in Europe is over. Is that true? No more honey? Perhaps. Alright, we're done with that. Let's move on. Jacket. Must continue. Cell Shed Adventures. Okay, that's that done. What's next? This bit. Hmm. Bit of orange. Steps there. I have to do my remember about coloring again. I've been doing like sketch work and architecture all day. I've been thinking colors at all. I will get there. In the future, a clan of vampires will evolve with the power to magically interface with electronics in ways humans can't at the cost of crippling blue screen addiction. Thanks, Kentity. That's very insightful. Devil seems to be retconned into the Bible in Gibbous Place. You know, at this point I've had so many people come here and say some of the most random stuff that I welcome. I just look at it and I simply accept it. You know? I'm simply, okay, sure thing, buddy. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Gets you posting at 5 AM. Pretty much. Okay, buddy, liking. I'm your buddy now. Ooh. I know, it's never like, what's up, how's your day? It's always like, the vampires will raise up and rape you. Can we just like talk about how things are, you know? Is it so hard? Mm. Just trying to fix your sleep schedule. You and everyone else, it seems. Or some people are actively trying to break them. Godspeed. I know a couple people are actively trying to break their own sleep schedules. I don't know where the slides go. Bathios, what's up? Welcome. Please stand against the wall. How world porn games and late night streamers is a poison. The admittance on that second one is crazy. But I definitely understand the late night streamer one. Find someone you're like, man, this is actually kind of a funny stream, and then you're like, oh man, I gotta go to sleep. And you're like, 50 minutes later, you tear your eyes away and you look at the time and you're like, fuck. I have till tomorrow to finish last model for the month, so I'm hard at work. And then you have a whole day until you have to do the next month worth of models. A whole day of rest. Exciting, right? Yep, that's life. Yeah. Yeah. How goes the Dune panorama? Or that's still very much deep into the background. What am I drawing? The chick from Ghost in the Shell, but in like that retro style. Because like the new show's out, and it's like retro. So I'm kind of, even though I'm kind of drawing her older design, older slash newer design, not the one in the show, I'm still trying to do that old style. That's what I'm doing. Indio, speaking of someone who's trying to ruin their sleep schedule, what's up? Dune is almost done, only Gregors is missing in the cleanup. I will try to take care of it soon. I'm done with this one. Excited to finally get that thing off your shoulders? I know the feeling. He smells more like a fishing harbor, sea and sky, or Acne's tack. I don't know what those are. Someone enlighten me. I assume it's a gacha thing. I do not know what such things are. About future pieces? Yeah. Uma Musume. Okay. That's what you meant by porn games, right? Well, I don't know. We got some fans of that game here. Would you like to talk about that? I, for one, don't really play this kind of game. Sorry. Why didn't you to the next song. I don't know, which one do you think smells more like a fish market? Hmm. How is Licky? Ah, surviving. I'm be real, this hasn't been the best month, but I've been keeping on. I am, however, pretty happy with how this is turning out. Definitely pops. Pretty nice. The colors pop pretty nicely, which is pretty good. What I want. But yeah, I guess in summary, I could be worse. Little details. Yeah, I'm definitely going to finish this relatively quickly, so I don't know. There are two things I could do. I could have not slept well, need another coffee. Yeah. Wow, everyone, huh? It's a plague, a sleepless plague. Today I might have slept a little too well, in which I had turned off my alarm and then I accidentally fell back to sleep immediately, and then I woke up way later in the day and I was like, fuck, I have work to do. I fucked up. Just say it wasn't ideal. But yeah, I have a hidden personal piece that I've been slowly chipping away at that I could work on that for a bit after this is done. Or I could talk to you guys and essentially figure out a funny, silly little thumbnail for the next stream. You guys can see how I go about making the stupid thumbnails that I make for the streams. Whatever you guys think would be more interesting. Today's thumbnail is just very topical. So. Really like the sharp lighting. Thanks. That was the idea. That's what I was trying to go for. And I definitely, like last stream, I was definitely like sweating over some areas because I don't really do this kind of thing that much. So it was definitely a bit of experimentation in my own right. So it took a bit to get a handle on it. Sometimes it would look too sharp, sometimes it wouldn't look sharp enough. Sometimes the shape of the lighting or the shadow was wrong. I remember there was a whole thing when I was doing the hair where it was like I was either too much light, not enough, and I mean I was getting yelled at by both Robert and Indio at the same time. It was fun. Good catch. Yeah, associating is something I'd like to get better at, but I always have the opportunity to do it. BRB. Alright, see you both here. See you in 5 minutes. I am serious about the thing when this is done. I want to know what you guys want. Should I work on a secret personal piece that I hadn't been showing on, or should I do the thumbnail for the next stream. And you guys can have input on it. That's the case. I figured as much. Alright, we'll wear the gloves on. This. Back from shower, Cat, what's up? How's things, Cow? Doing well? Just you today and a bit of an off day. Yeah, just me. We've been betrayed. We're the betrayal. What can you do? It's just the way things be. Why? Cause Robert forgot how to sleep. He literally is incapable of sleeping. Is it really betrayal when we get no Beeb and then we do get a Beeb? Question mark. Why didn't... What the hell? My music is not auto-playing. Is it really betrayal when we get no Beeb more than we do get Beeb? I mean, the thing is, like... I don't know. It's more betrayal when he says he'll come and then he doesn't. He just told me that he's not coming. But I just call it betrayal because it's like part of the meme. You know? It's just funny. So it's just the way things. Mr. Sandwich 2. What's up? Sorry to keep you waiting. What are you gonna want? I don't know you. Enistad. Hello, hello. What am I waiting for? The sandwich? Flowers bloom in your heart to give you happy day. Another one of these vagrants that just come into streams and say random shit. Very funny. But what's up? I've heard Gene Michael remake came and I came back. Gene Michael remake? What? How can it not be? There's no beep? I know. I know. I know, you're just gonna have to suffer with me. Truly tragic. Just old like a fish. Just licky. I love this art style, but what's it called? You like the art style? Thanks. What's it called? I guess retro, I guess. It's cell shading, because it's all with solid colors. But with like a retro style. Licky does not know, Michael Yah? Michelle Yah? I'm not sure. I might. Remind me, do I know this person? But yeah, it's, sorry, to go back to the style. Yeah, I guess it's retro anime, cel-shaded, and the character's, Motoko Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell. I just need to figure out what I'm doing next. What am I doing next? Guess this. And it's actually quite difficult. Is he like a Polish singer? Or am I just dumb? He's French. Okay, that might be why I don't really know him. It's not often that non-English European artists sort of break ground here. There's only like a handful of songs that do. One of the fathers of electronic music. Yeah, I can't say I know him, unfortunately. Never heard of it. Yeah. You and me both, brother. I do like listening to Italio though. You guys heard of Italio? It's like the 80s sort of Italian dance music from like the 80s and the 90s. That shit actually slaps. It's not exactly popular here, but I discovered it with some friends, and now we play it all the time when like playing board games or whatever. Told me about the stream half an hour before stream, and then doesn't when stream starts. Well. Not sure what I can do about that. Simple. But yeah, YouTube do be glitching. This is what I mean. Once I like don't really know what the shape's gonna be, I start freaking out. Same with me, Semper. Ah, Semper, your existence remind me that I need to delete. I need to delete the stream. Oh guys, eat it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, you should apologize. No, I'm kidding. Rat. Indeed, India. There's a rat. A rat among us. Give me an idea for an Indio chatfish. Apollo cheese. Apollo cheese. Get it? Because he's like a rat. Ha ha ha. Really, this little collar flap here is defeating me right now. I'm like, it's not quite right. Maybe it's if it's just really thin. It's Oh, my music is just not auto playing. YouTube is just freaking out. Okay, what if I refresh this? Okay, refreshed. Alright, you're gonna watch the music with me. Come on. Autoplay to the next song. Come on, do it. Alright, good. Okay. It just balked. Run, Indio. You have Chafish in your commission line? I can check for you. I can check for you, Simple, right now. He has 10 billion. Alright, where are these patches at? They're on the skin layer. Yee, they're on the skin layer. I have one for you, a fancy version. They're just talking business. Not talking about anything else. Time to go lie in the sun for 2 hours and do nothing. I'd call that pretty productive. You need to relax your body and get some time in the sun. Always good. God knows I don't get much time in the sun. It needs to be thicker. More. Like that. I'm gonna go past that now. See you later, Licky and Everest. See you, Ragnarok. Then you'll go play Witcher 3 till sunrise. So you're also gonna destroy your sleep schedule, Simba. That's what you're saying. You and everyone fucking else, it seems. Some willingly, some less so. Anyway, see you later. Have a good one. May you rest. May you have good hours of REM cycles, so you feel awake, feeling rested. But not the best thing anyone can wish upon anyone. Days, huh? I'm also concerned that I'm not going to have very good sleep tonight because me sleeping in today on accident. But we shall see. You have all your day shifts off for the next 3 weeks, only working night. So you're becoming nocturnal. What's better, night or day? What do you prefer, Simba? No annoying day shift people around? Fair enough. You get to be the king in your workspace. Yeah, when I used to work at a store, I also didn't mind the night shift that much because I could just listen to podcasts and then just do work with no customers, or there was only one other employee and she just did the same thing. So it was pretty chill. Those long ass hours. I need to listen to the Odyssey. Some of my mates and I are gonna watch it tomorrow. So you're gonna read the source material first before you go to see the movie? Fair enough. I haven't seen it, but I've heard like mixed things from many different people. Some people say it's not bad, some people think it's amazing, some people think it's terrible, other people think it's got like a lot of problems. So I don't know, it's very polarizing. I don't know what to think. I guess I should just watch it myself, but I don't know if I want to go buy movie tickets for it, so I might just watch it when it's on streaming or whatever. Maybe through other various nefarious means. Coffee done? All is well and situated then. Don't worry, I'm just trying to get the shape of shadows right. Grew up listening to. Oh yeah, I mean, who doesn't know the story of the Odyssey? Let's be real. Come on. Like, I learned about that shit in school. Like, all the Greek myths. Maybe with modern education, maybe the Zoomers don't know. It's with Gen Alpha. No fucking way. Oh my god. Wait, music player is freaking out on me. It's not auto playing my music. It has one job. Come on. One job. More people than you think, yeah. I know there's definitely a lot of people like suddenly being like, "Oh, I was always a fan of Greek mythology," when you know they couldn't point out where Greece is on the map. Now that this movie's coming out, suddenly they're all coming out of the woodwork. A take that I heard that I think is really funny and probably true is that a lot of people who they knew about the Odyssey but they never like read it, but they know like the basic story. But when they watched the movie, then they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go read the Odyssey now." They found out that all the things that they like about the movie, the stuff that was taken from the Odyssey, and all the stuff that they changed or added in was the things that they didn't like, which is very funny. I guess this goes to show the strength of the source material. It's very telling if that's the case. But I thought that was a very funny comment someone made. Righty. Now we do the gloves. Favorite food of the Pantheon? Favorite god of the Pantheon, or otherwise would call me a poser. Favorite god of the Greek Pantheon? See, there was a time where I was like way more into Greek stuff that I would have like had a proper answer for you, but these days, okay, this might sound like kind of cringe because of like who it's played by in the new movie, but like I do like Athena in the lore in Greek mythology. I think Athena is pretty cool. Because a lot of the gods are like real assholes, while Athena's like kind of a real one. Like she's principled when she gets mad. Like she's rightly upset. She's not just like a big crybaby about it. Solid choice, yeah. See, I feel like she's like the most fair and the most reasonable of the gods. That aren't just like some, you know, narcissist or ignoramus or just a baby child. Hell no, she isn't. She isn't as bad as the others. Well, yeah, by comparison is what I mean. Yeah. I mean, she's got her own problems, but like the reasonings tend to be more like more justified. But like that we said, I do need to brush up, if I ever would brush up on Greek mythology. I'm a bit hazy. I know like the stories of like, you know, the heroes of the demigods more than the actual things going on in Mount Olympus. I think everyone does though. I wonder if this will, because of the Odyssey, like re-spark a massive interest in like Greek mythology. Because I remember there was like a time period where, like around like the sort of the 2000s and the early 10s, where like Greek mythology was like very much in the cultural zeitgeist, and then that shifted to like Norse mythology, and suddenly everyone was obsessed with Norse mythology. And maybe a bit before that, it was like Egypt, but let's hope it's good if it does. We'll see. No, I don't know how true that statement is. It's kind of a vibe. By the way, Fish, what are the two other flags in the thumbnail? Wow, funny that you asked about that, Simpa. So, this is why the thumbnail is actually genius. I know the cow will appreciate it. So one of the flags is, of course, the Australian flag, which represents everyone. No music? There's music. It's just quiet. So the Australian flag represents everyone in the country, right? 100% of people. And then the red, yellow, and black one, that represents 3% of the population. That's the Aboriginal flag. And that flag is kind of silly because, like, the Aboriginal people are completely like all in separate like tribes and customs, and so like having one flag to represent them all doesn't really make sense since they don't really relate to each other beyond their groups. But anyway, so that supposedly represents them, so they get two flags. They get the Australian flag and that flag. And then the green flag, the green and blue flag, is the Torres Strait Islander flag, which represents like 0.0002% of the population. And the Torres Strait Islanders is just an island that's owned by Australia that is off the top end of Queensland. So, you know, let me draw a little map of Australia here so it can make sense. So here we have Australia. This is going to be a little thing. Here's Australia. Now, the Torres Strait Islanders, they live in this tiny, tiny island that's about like here, right? That's how like big it is in the grand scheme of things. And for some reason, our government decided that these people, by the way, this isn't the only island we own. Australia owns multiple other islands, and all those islands have their own flags. But no, the Australian government decided that these people and their flag needs to be put up in every single government institution across all of Australia. So instead of just flying the Australian flag out of every government institution, every single one has the three flags that you're seeing. And I think it's kind of ridiculous, to the point that there are more of those blue and green flags than there are Torres Strait Islanders. which is ridiculous. Like, the population of Torres Strait Islanders is less than the amount of flags they have to represent. It's so stupid. It's just a complete virtue signal. And it's supposed to represent tolerance, and I thought that's why. It's funny. When our country is doing everything to persecute its own citizens against themselves. Oh well. If we're up to me, we just have the one flag, and then those flags are for places where it's actually relevant. Not everywhere. Very PC of you. You even don't know fucking, like, it's a huge, like, point of debate here, and it's just like no one voted on it. It just happened. They just decided to do it, and it's like, well, great. Now you have these flags in places where there are no Aboriginals or Torres Strait Islanders, but they are flown there regardless. I think most countries got more flags than it has its own people. No, you don't understand. So it's one thing, like, just producing flags, but it has more flags flown outside of official government buildings. So official flags being flown outside government buildings. There's more of those than there are of those people. That's what I mean. Because there's like 26 million Australians. There are not 26 million Australian flags flown in front of government institutions. There'd be like maybe 10,000. But if you're like, oh yeah, the total scale production of Australian flags, maybe, but I'm talking about official locations. Music did stop again. Oh my god. I don't know what's happening. I don't do that. Maybe that'll work. Oh. But yeah, anyway, those flags sucked and I hate it, and I look at them and I remind the clown. I am just simply reminded of the clown state our country is in. That's all. It's a reminder. Oh yeah, the people that run this country hate me. I remember. I remember. Never wrong, just early. You foresaw it. And this whole flag fiasco was only ever implemented like 6 years ago, like 7 years ago. So it's very recent as well. It wasn't the case. Clown show, yes. Correct. A new group wants to change the good one to something else. Yeah, there's all sorts of, like, stupid groups that they want to change the official Australian flag. They want to, like, remove the Union Jack and stuff. Because it's like, it's a symbol of oppression. And it's like, it's a symbol of the country's history and the people who founded the country as it is today. Like... What? I'm afraid we are inexplicably tied to the UK. It's not something that's going to go away anytime soon. And we're still part of the Commonwealth, so... Once we're out of the Commonwealth, then you have more of an argument. But while we remain... And to be fair, if we are to be... If Australia is to leave the Commonwealth, then I'm not exactly against changing the flag or altering the Union Jack. However, right now, as it is now, I would not want the flag to be changed because the people who are in charge will change it to something completely cringe and insufferable. So, this is a bad period of time right now to be changing the flag because it's going to be something really stupid that doesn't actually represent the country and will not stand the test of time. It will just represent the cringe zeitgeist that exists right now. Sturmrat, what's up? Yeah, somehow I heard of it, and how none of the flags the students drew had a Union Jack on them. The students drew. What students? Are you talking about, oh, like university students or something? That's not surprising. But no, the flag debate is like a fucking massive thing right now, and they did it to themselves. Like, people are always talking about flags here, and it's really fucking frustrating. Like, we got bigger problems, but they brought it on themselves. We didn't have to be sitting here squabbling over our fucking flag. We didn't have to do this, but you decided to thrust it upon everyone. And now we just look like a fucking joke. Oh well. Draw a new Australian flag? Yeah, it's probably made by some really cringe activist teacher. Once again, I have to manually change the track on the YouTube. God damn it. Stop it. I might have to just restart Firefox, but I can't right now because I'm streaming. Were there any flags with Confederate Jones on them? Confederate Jones, like Confederate flags? No, because we don't have that history here. But we do have in a museum, we have a Confederate boat that sought asylum at the end of the Civil War. And we essentially own a boat from the Confederacy, and it has a whole bunch of Confederate flags. Drawn new Australian flag like... Oh, yes. How is my fat Finnish fellow? Says Semper. Sturmrat's fat. Not changing the flag will make everyone happier when the war will happen. Yeah, I mean, like, people have been polled, and something like 74 to 78% of the population don't want the flag to be changed. So it's like, why are we fucking having this debate constantly? Like, it's clearly overwhelming consensus that no one gives a fuck. Or people want things to say the same. They keep fucking pushing it though, because a bunch of really cringe, loud activists who are in power constantly screech about it. And every time they put it to a vote, they have lost constantly. But they keep trying to sneak it in through various undemocratic means, and it's just the most aggravating shit, man. Where is that? It's in Melbourne, in the Mariners Museum, Cal, in Melbourne. If you go to the Mariners Museum in Melbourne, it's really cool. That's where you can find it. It's a cover topic for the media to cover, so it distracts from the stuff they're doing behind the curtains. You could say that, but they're not. All the other stuff that they're doing are not exactly behind the curtains. Because like, they're also incompetent. Like all the like censorship stuff that they're doing, like everyone knows what's going on. Like the hate speech laws and stuff. Like we had, it's just. I don't want to get too like political, but my existence is screaming in rage at. Can't leave the town I'm in, so one day, yeah, no, it's too far for you. I did a fun game on my West German trip. If you see how many times I would see a German flag or flags in it, and I saw it less than 10 times, and half of them was in a tiny village. Yeah, it could be worse. You have the performative flags in the Zealanders that have doing dances in it. Yeah, I saw that. The thing is, so New Zealand, like, they fucked up. They have a representative like Maori body in their parliament that isn't like voted in, so that they'll have like the parties that are voted in, and then they'll always have this Maori body like part that's like permanent representation in parliament. And they're of course just incredibly left wing. So they're like, yes, we would vote on the interests of Maori matters, but really they just vote leftist policy and side with all the leftist parties. So it's like whatever. And they tried to do that here. We had a massive referendum here, to essentially allow a Aboriginal parliamentary body to be like an advisory body that is unelected in Parliament, to represent the Aboriginals, even though they already have like Aboriginal ministers in Parliament, but whatever. And they put it to a vote, and every state voted no. They lost every single state except for the capital, which doesn't count. So it was a complete. They lost the popular vote, and they lost the vote in every state, in all 7 states. So they got a complete resounding no. And then what happened after that? Oh, my state government decides to, we're going to have an internal vote whether we should have our own advisory body for the state parliament. And they all vote because they're all a bunch of retards. They're all just like, yes, we vote yes. It's like, but the people of the state voted no. But we're the state government, we represent the people, so we vote yes. So we have one now for our state. And it's like, great. And all they do is sandbag policy. Like, it's like, fucking, why? Working on a Vampire the Masquerade character. See, that's the things that matter. None of this political shit that makes me mad. But now you can understand why I made the thumbnail. Semper brought out the flags. What clan is your Masquerade character part of? I've played Vampire Masquerade once. Okay, so I didn't say to loop the playlist, and it did just autoplay, so I don't know what's going on. The worst you can do is grant the primitives a parliament. All they can do is try to steal land, harass companies that are close to Berlin. I mean, that's what they do right now. I made small talk about the thumbnail. It's true. Yes, but then I got heated and I started talking about actual stuff. Like, that's what I mean. It's all connected, right? The flag stuff is like, it might seem symbolic, but it's like a plea for power, right? It's all part of the same machine. That's turning this country into a fucking dystopian nightmare. Hey, I think we're actually finished. Let me just check. After fucking raging so passionately, we're about finished. Let's check. We just gotta do something for the background. They might already do that, but now it's more legit. Yeah. Well, the thing is, they don't just vote on that, like famously, most recently, my state government had to push a tough on crime bill because their own soft on crime policies were causing record crime and ridiculous violent crime in the state. And they're like, okay, we're gonna actually change it and we're gonna push a more tough on crime bill and it got fucking sandbagged by the same advisory body that they voted on, and it's like, because they're like, oh no, it's about mental health. And I was like, well, look, you just created your own problem. Hey, enjoy it. So they don't even just talk about like strictly Aboriginal stuff. It's they like I say, they're literally just like another leftist body that's unelected. Like that's all it is. In name alone. Fish background. What, a fish in the background? Or are you telling me to do the background? I said all the left needs to do is the background, but I realized I forgot this little thing, so we've got to do that. It didn't autoplay. No. So what it does, it plays the first one, and then it autoplays the next one. Why? And then it stops. Why must I suffer in such ways? Why can't things just work out for once, huh? I'll give it a look after stream and like properly look at it. See if closing and restarting my browser will work. Use Chrome? Absolutely not. I ain't no way I'm using Chrome ever. This is the first time this has happened too, so it could be a browser update or a YouTube update, or it could just be a bug that's happening right now. Oh well, what can you do? What can I do, huh? I gotta say, a lot more people show up on these Thursday weekday streams, which is interesting. Why is that? I thought it would be Saturday, Sunday, but I guess not. I guess people do things on the weekend. Makes sense, I guess. Now that I think about it. Weekends usually planned out. Yeah, it makes sense for you, Beth. Yes, I can imagine why. But yeah, it seems that most people either listen while they're at work, or yeah, they just have stuff on and they are more active on the weekend. Like first I noticed like a little difference, but now the difference is like kind of crazy. Like you can look at the past live streams and just see how the views just leapfrog each other. Very funny. What is that layer on? That one. I'll be off unless you want me to call you. I'm alright, Cal. I can manage. Thanks, Dave. Perhaps next time. Unless you really want to hang out. But I can manage. See ya. Alright, now we're almost about done, I think. I know. I'm not sure what to do with this strap here. Like that. Cool. Okay. Now, the background. I've planned. Have a plan. Okay, we're gonna do a bit of that. Maybe it needs to be thinner. Essentially, we're gonna just do like a cool effect, some kind of cool shape in the background, just to sort of pull it together a bit. Just draw blurry shapes as the background. But what kind of blurry shapes? Which shapes, Simple? If anyone has suggestions, let me know. Like you zoomed in on her? A bad idea. Building shapes. Autofocus. I'll build like a city. I like a city, that's not a bad idea, actually. You gave me an idea, Semper. Okay, actually, that might be cooler. Hold on. That might take me more time, but we'll try. Oops. I do be doing that. I do be doing things. That's for sure. Okay. What if we do... redo some of this. Give me a cool idea. Something that might work. Maybe it's terrible. Hmm. Always a good background. Cityscape. Well, I'm not gonna do the blurred out thing, but the cityscape gave me an idea. Now I have to manually change the music track. Fucking pleb. I hate it. I hate it so much, you know. Makes me want to scream. Bit of detail. You think you'll doodle a city later? Drawing again, I see. Always cool. Always nice to hear. Just clean this up a bit. I wonder if you guys can catch on to what I'm thinking about. push this up a bit. We'll make that a bit darker. Perhaps it's a bit too dark. Mm. Wrong color. Yes. Oh, and then I've just got another idea. Okay, bear with me. And I click this button, and then this button. Angle. I'm playing around with stuff. Seeds. Soon you'll understand my genius. Then I do the next one. This one. Yes. Nearly overhit it again. It opens the camera by accident, but my phone tried to become a second sun. Make the darker cityscape bigger. Okay. Oops. Bigger as in taller. Oh shit. I accidentally undoed it and then obliterated it. Okay. Bigger, yeah. I think it needs to be a bit taller as well. So, like, there'll be some adjusting. Thing is, I didn't draw a city behind it, so I'm gonna have to readjust it again. My music stopped. Actually, how about I just hold on? How about I get the colors right and then I'll adjust the sizes first. Just make sure everything's all good. That's probably the right move. I need to fix some problems in here that I didn't see before. You make it a little darker. Yep. Okay. This one. I'll do this. I'll do this. Push it up some more. Tweak this one down a bit more. Like, yeah. Disappointing. Just let a small grasshopper climb into your hand and that little shit bit you. Are we really 25 people? Yeah, I know. That's what I mean about the weekday streams. Kind of crazy. Says 28. My thing says 20. can you do, huh? This drawing is pretty fire, man. How long have I been drawing? Well, I've been drawing all my life, but like actually taking it seriously, probably. Let me think. Probably about 8 years. But thanks, man. Or people just have it open in the background. Probably. There's also a lot of lurkers. Or people just busy gaming that are talking on the stream. Which is fair enough. But yeah, I'm glad you like the drawing, man. Been working hard on it. Now we're just sort of doing the background and we're going a bit crazy with it, I'm gonna be real. My idea ended up being a lot crazier than it needed to be. But here we are. You're welcome. Thanks. Alright, then we copy this cityscape and we do it again. We do it all over again. I'm not going to go all the way up. I'm going to change it when we hit probably this one. I can doing good workies. Thanks, Jano. Chair, what's up? You came just as the music fucking stopped. And then epic. The music is driving me insane today. I don't like it. Okay. The music stops and the chair arrives. Such is life of a man like me. I know. The jazz music stops. What's up, chair? I'm glad you could bear witness to me reclaiming my gamer cred the other day. That's how it needed to be. I think this needs to be darker back here. He slacks. He's enjoying Rat's chair. India is booted Castle Crash and it works. It doesn't slack. He's booted Castle Crashes? I like it. How am I? What do you mean by Castle Crashes works? Huh? What? What's going on? Oh, working on the championship. That's like a really cool feature in that game they added. Wouldn't mind giving that a try. Yes, like give it a shot, draw it like a bit of Reunite. That's not a bad idea, actually. That's not a bad idea at all. Say. Let's hope we don't retcon her. She's not going to be retconned. Don't you worry. Or the girl that we later... Oh, retconned to being trans. I see. I begin to understand. Tomboy Lives Matter. They do matter. Or what they can endangered species, what they call them now. Man. Alright. Now we do this. Again. Damn it. This one. Okay. Now we adjust some of these levels a bit. Wife compliments the drawing. Though she's not naked, it looks very good. Wow, thanks. Thank you, Baphios' wife. I appreciate it. You want... Does she... Wait, hold on. Am I reading that right? She wants her to be naked? That's a new one. Now, the background. The sky, I need to change up a tad. Sorry, I'm messing around with sliders, and I don't think you guys can see them, but you can see the colors change. That's what matters. It's bad. Is it bad that I found a not safe for work artist that draws shit I hate, but I like the way they draw so much I kind of want to learn how to draw like them? Although their name seems pretty ironic. Link me. Show me what you mean. But I know exactly what you mean. There are many people where it's like, wow, I actually really like their style, but I don't really like what it is they're drawing. All I can say is many such cases. Music, please. They sometimes draw wholesome too, but it's very little. Show me. Show me. Tags. Wait, tags? Oh, hold on. I'm a little concerned now. I think this last row needs to be darker again. Like just a bit too bright. I can darken the third row too. I'll send you a wholesome thing. I try to look past. Wait, hold on. I do have a lot of people that I do aren't really like that I wouldn't like personally. I try to look past. Yeah, I mean that's my life. Like there are many artists that would want to see me shot dead for my views, and I really find their views quite detestable. But I'm very much a separate the art from the artist kind of person. So there's no point getting into fights with them online. Now, a bit of history for me, back in the day. I did have an artist that I respected come after me for my reviews once. That was kind of crazy, and I was kind of like, "Whoa, why are you coming after me? What the fuck?" I was like, "Hey, this aside, I really like your art, man." And he's like, I'm like, "Oh my god." He was like foaming at me. I can't remember exactly what the disagreement was about, but oh my god, he wanted me dead. And I didn't even like do like I just made a comment on some other post, and he responded to me, and he didn't even follow me, but I was following him, and he saw it, I guess. Yeah, that was definitely an awakening. Me, this was a long time ago. Yeah, that's the contrast. I don't want to do that. Sorry if this is a bit boring, but I'm just adjusting the levels and building and stuff just to. What if I do it that way? Now, the idea I had for the sky. Some people are just unstable, yeah. Well, they're just like looking for a fight. It's a shame if you really appreciate or respect them in one aspect, but like they just have some really stupid views, or they hate you for your views. All right, I'll look at that later, Senpo. But thank you. Actually, let's see if I can make a comment. I clicked that website and it says it's unavailable in my country because of fucking age verification laws. Don't worry, I'll have to turn on my VPN, but I can't do that during stream. That's another person that I want removed. Safety commissioner. Hatred should come genuinely straight from the heart, not be transactional, like hateful use. It should be purely instinctual, right? It should be a primal. Now, where's the rain thing? This. Alright, let's see how this. Are you telling us the German internet is freer than Australia's? Literally, yes. Oh, here's a VPN. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised at this point because they're going crazy about it, and it is not. No one wants it, but they're doing it anyway. And it's just fucking unreal. My god, I hate it. I hate them for doing it. They say, we need to crack down on hate, and we're implementing hate speech laws. And I say, don't you understand? I don't hate them. I hate you, in particular. Mr. Government Man. It's you that I hate. Maybe that's a bit much. I wonder if I do something like this. Oh, bear with me. Oh, I need to make some folders. This is getting out of hand with these layers. Background layer. Okay. Now I'm going to try something a little crazy. Once again, trying crazy things. I just want my music to play, man. I might be able to see it. So you're telling the I might be able to see it without the VPN? No, I need a VPN. Someone wants it, they just don't have consideration for what you want. Exactly. Time to look for food? Are you foraging, Tempo? this. Give it that outline. Should it be blue or should it be a different color? Or should I have no outline? What do you guys think? Yo, red kind of goes crazy. Green does look good. If anything, green makes the most sense. I feel like I had too much green going on, but I feel like it makes sense now with the background. Yellow, orange, red. Blue looks good too. Maybe I should make it more white blue. I do like the green though. It's like yellowish green. Come on guys, I need some input. I don't have my beeb to yap in my ear. Green is good, keep it green. You just said Wobstone, you didn't say if it looks good on the actual piece. I feel like it's a little biased though. But I feel like with all the green going on in the background, it makes the most sense now. If we hide it. It doesn't, like, it still looks good without it. I think it looks slightly better with it. Now there's one more cool little thing that we can do that might add that extra little thing. Or maybe it'll make it. Who knows? Uh oh. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. Did that. Okay. Now I have that Q shift, the RGB shift on it. That's a bit much. What did you get, Jenna? What did you get, Jenna? I don't like what it did to the background though, so... Yeah, we're pretty much done. I'm just messing around now with stuff. With little adjustments and enhancements, you know. Yo, check out that color. The usual rare Robsef steak with honey mustard sauce. Oh man, I need to make myself some steaks. Steak is expensive though. But sometimes it can be on special. I need to keep an eye out in the sales to see if it's on sale and buy mine. Holy fuck, that was a damn good steak when I had it. Why did it create a ghost line? What's going on here? I think I'm getting them all. Yeah, there's just a little thin, like, ghost outline. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can. It's very, very tiny. It's like a 1 pixel width outline that's like floating around it. Must have done some kind of setting or something because it's there. I think. There we go. Was that in the background? Right here? There. Yeah. Where's that? Where are you? Not in the background. I have to go on a hunt. Control you. Nope. Do you click? Nope. I'm eating out, so no sales here, but the ability to enter the establishment, and the lady, I already punched my order because she knows what I want. Ah, you're a regular. I like that. So I don't know if I have the funds to constantly eat out on a steak every night. But that's awesome, man. Jano, what's the function to select and show which layer something's on? I forgot. I'm trying to find something. I'm lost. I'm lost. That one. Not that one. I haven't tried honey mustard dipping sauce on steak. Honestly, I've tried all sorts of things on steaks, and just a plain salt and pepper steak is like my favorite. it's still just amazing. Medium rare. Shift control left click. Shift control. Oh, it's this? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Oh, okay, in that case. I found it. I liked it. It was good. There we go. We did it. I stretch. Alright, it's done. What do you think, guys? What do you think? Need anything else? Or is this good? But you tried it before and either instructions were too complex or your version didn't have it. No, it worked. Beautiful. Looks snazzy. It needs a bee. Well, he should be here for that. Needs a rat. Okay. Perhaps next time we can do a rat. Now my music's... I want to kill. I want to kill. Now draw her smothering bee-bit for lightness. After all that. Give her a chair. Nah, she's got cyborg legs. She doesn't get tired standing. Ready to work on your priorities. Haha. Have her smother thing, rats and bees. Alright. Well, we still got about an hour left. So. Now. I said this earlier, but everyone was too busy, so I'm just going to write a poll while I re-explain myself. We still got an hour. Dora she is standing on a chair, you just can't see it's out of frame. I'm going to either, for the remaining hour, either I can work on a secret personal art that I've been chipping away in between all my work, or I can work on the thumbnail for next stream, and you guys can give input on what you want to see on that. We can do something stupid. So let me just write a poll. What do I do now? Question mark. Work on squeak crit. Squeakrit art. It's thumbnail. Guys. That's it. Okay. Start poll. Now I get to sit back and watch the magic happen. I want to see rats. Well, vote on the poll then. We got 4 votes coming in. Anyone else? Anyone vote? I asked my fellow gamers to quickly look in your second monitor and vote in the poll. Four votes. 6 votes. They're piling on in, ladies and gentlemen. How did you know that you're on monitor number 2? Look, I know my place. I know I'm monitor 2. content, maybe even Monitor 3. I might even be podcast content, which is crazy given I'm doing a visual medium. Honestly, I'd be surprised if there are people just having me on their primary monitor and just watching. Squeakrit? Oh, we got 6 votes. We got 6 votes! But, you know, there's potentially 20 other votes that could be voting right now, so where are they? Where are they? When you and B are here, I low-key use you as podcast content. I'm not surprised, yeah. So we can just argue with each other. Well, I guess this makes sense. We got 6 votes, but there's probably the 6 people that are active in chat. Or maybe all these 10 other people, the 20 other people are all using the Brave browser, and they cannot use YouTube chat because it's Brave. Would you? Everything is podcast material. I either draw a game no matter what I'm doing. Keep 2. Work is on Monitor 3, but I need 2 monitors, then you become a podcast. Let's see. Because when I say podcast, it doesn't mean that I'm on another monitor you'll see. It means that you're tabbed out. You cannot see the screen. It works on PC, not mobile. I don't know. Something to do with the coding. How can I chat when I use Brave? It's on the mobile Brave app apparently. You can't type in the YouTube chat. IDKY though, yeah, I don't know. They need to update that. On mobile, you have to set up PC mode. Weird. It could be something to do with, I don't know, because it's got the inbuilt, like, ad blocking thing. Who knows? My browser on my phone won't let me type in chat. Yes, yes. Don't even use the YouTube app. You could, but yeah, then there'll be a billion ads if you don't have premium. I don't even use YouTube app. The only app that lets me chat on phone, nothing else. Now because my steak is good, it's Smonk time. What's Smonk? Who here voted against Secret Fish Heart? Someone wants to see the thumbnail. Well, I think everyone else. I'm on like 7th monitor, and they can't drag their mouse across all 6 other monitors to click the vote button. So probably gonna end the poll, and we'll just go with Squeakrit. All right. Yeah, because I can't just wait out the entire hour on this. Alright. We're doing the Squeakrit art. Okay. End poll. Alrighty, we're doing the Squeakrit art. Now, the thing about the Squeakrit art, I hope it doesn't get me in trouble on YouTube, but I think it'll be okay. Technically, it is all above board. But if a bot scans my stream, maybe it might have a problem with it. But we'll see. Hurry up, CSP. Come on. Churn. Churn, churn, churn. How does one do this, Beth? Poll's tech is superior. CSP might. Oh wait, no, we're good. Okay, sorry. CSP had its first hiccup I've ever seen just then. All right, guys, ready to see my secret art? So once I finish, well, once I do all my work for the day, I spend 1 hour at the end of the day working on up something personal, just so I don't lose my mind. And we'll do that now. I will not be finishing this piece on stream, but just for now, you guys get something special. We have a blood sorceress that I've been working on. It's kind of more like a study for skin values with actual paint. This is like actual painting now, not cell shading. So I have to like change my brain again, but we should be okay. Nice, thanks. This has been taking a while to work on too. Well, let me just change my references out to the references that I was using for this one. Okay. This one is a lot more lewd though. But it's still technically safe for work, but not really. Yeah, this one I've been taking it real slow because I've been really trying to get the values on the skin right. Instead of just sort of like calling it a day, you know. That looks nice, thanks. Perhaps she's more fitting to your wife's taste since she has even less clothes on. Now, her having less clothes, it was an artistic choice because I wanted to focus on skin tone values. That's why I was doing this. It's like the point of the piece. So, might as well make us mixy, eh? Might as well have some fun with it. But then I've done the bulk of it though, but there's still a bit of pushing around that I have to do. And then we do the leather thing. And then I sort of tone out the blood and that's it. I had an idea of giving her like a tongue that would like come out of the hood here, and that I thought that might be cool. We could still do that actually. Still doable. Make it like more inhuman. I don't know if I can get it right. We'll see. BRB, see you Semper. Come back soon. Yes, you get to see this one just once. Just this once. Until the 3rd hour strikes. Then we shall end the stream. I drew on the wrong layer. Fool! Fool. Food's almost done. What you eating? I might hang around before then hand out my next point. What do you mean by that, Simba? I'm not sure. You now interact with chat on the Dreadmill. Ah, he figured it out. So now you can go to the gym and chat. Okay. Bathio sent him some secret Polish. Secret. Something secret and something Polish, eh? Secret, something, some secret Polish secret. Polish magic. Eggs and toasted bread. Let's see. That might be a bit too harsh. My music. Why? Why must you do this to me? God. Polish magic sound like something to remove from rust and metal. Oh yeah, true. That makes sense. That's funny. Cleans the tux stains. Polish magic. You have to say that in a Polish accent. I don't really have a good Polish accent. Going to Corva. Corva! Those are some of the funniest things. Just the Corva in the distance, and the echo. Yeah, so we'll call it Corva. Corva Streak and Shine. I don't know, what's like a Polish phrase for like amazing? Like wow. Like wowee, something like that. And what's the Polish phrase for that? It could be like, wow, Streak and Shine cleaner. Wow, Polish magic. It's like saying you can't in Australia. Corva. Polish magic. Is that's the chant of the Polish magic? Corva. Probably butchering it anyway. Oh Jesus. Zajabiste TM. I don't know how to pronounce that, man. Oh, whoops. Oh well. You read J like Y in Yank. But I'm not a Yank though, it'd be English. Come on. Well. So it'd be Zayespiste. Zayebiste. Zayebisti. Biste. Biste. Beisty. Beist. Perfect. One of them was perfect. Okay, we got it. One of them. I don't know which one, but one of them. Thanks for the crown. I appreciate it. I'm happy now. I don't know if overlay is the right one. But yeah. Oh no. Do some patterns. I didn't want to do that. Lycan will become Polish too. Look at that. I'm on my way. Lycan would probably like Poland. Probably, yeah. I mean, they have some, you know, they do some things that I approve of, so that's one thing. They do some things that I wish they did over here, you know. I mean, the government, like, actually has its, at least states that it looks out for its own people and has its people in mind and not, you know, foreigners or anything but its own people. That's crazy. Like, that's like a foreign concept. A government that puts the interests of its people first. Now that's wild. Is that even like allowed? I'm sure Poland has its fair share of problems, just in different respects. We should have a bucket trip to Poland. Everyone in Baffios' house. Yeah, we can see his garden. Hey, they only do it for some stuff, I see. They're still corrupt and vote pro-EU. Yeah, I know. They say one thing and do the other thing. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah. Yeah, what can you do, eh? I did that wrong on the hands. I think that's not right. Like, not what I think I want. A lot of immature nonsense like accusing P of being German agent and that his grandpa did the worm. That's so funny. I wouldn't vote for the guy, but that's just the shit that's in politics. Yeah. Politics is a pig pit, and I'll leave it at that. Yeah. It's all pretty gay. Yeah, I think it should have been softer. I think I went a bit too hard on it. Remember that your skin is very white. Intentionally, of course, but... To quote the special one, I prefer not to speak. If I speak, I'm in big trouble. Who's the special one? I feel like I need another cooler gradient, another cooler tone somewhere. I'm not sure where I want to put it. Somewhere, but where? How about I just move on to the coat and then I'll maybe figure out something that'll look good with it. Sometimes I need to see what the other colors are before I can figure out the other ones. But speaking of figuring out the other ones, stopped. I rage against the music. Jose Monero, football trainer. His nickname was Special the Chosen One, and he was one of the best. I see. What was his what was the context of that quote? What was it in reference to? He's been interviewing after the game they lost. I butchered his name. Well, you know, what am I here for? What am I here for anyway? Reading? No. He was being interviewed after a game they lost. He was a pretty intense guy. Right, I just realized I'm gonna need another billion colors for the guess as well. Let's just put in where the lighting sort of will go. And figure out the rest. We need like some really dark and some purple and some other highlight. Yay. And then some crimson on there. It just don't end. Send you the clip. Alright. We're watching it after stream. I'm in think mode. I need to think of where I put all this lighting. I like how, depending on the context, that quote can mean so many different things. Very funny. I'm home. Time to think. Regrettably. What are you going to think about? What is there to think about? What will they let you think about? Really? Means I'll be drawing. That's good to hear. What you drawing? Jaja Hanno. That's so terrible, it wouldn't go for a steak. I have AC at home, so soon. I thought you already went for one. Figure out. I put my lines. Weak fish needs AC. I have AC. Oh, right, sorry. I understand what's going on. Yeah, Semper's saving the planet by not having AC. Needs AC. Brother. There are days that you fucking wish you had AC, Semper, let's be real. Bet you have AC in your office at work, don't you? Not really, yes. Makes us sick all the time. Maybe you're just weak. Maybe you're the weak one. Can't stand a little bit of cold air coming in. You didn't think about that now, did you? No, they just installed it wrong, so the cold air's constantly blowing at our feet and legs. Ah, instead of coming from the top. Yeah, that's dumb. What happened to the phrase German engineering, huh? Has it lost its meaning? Ages ago? Oh no. German precision. What are the Germans known for now? Censorship, I guess. Creating their own problems for their own country. I do find that funny that pretty much all the problems that Germany faces is pretty much self-inflicted. Like, pretty much all. Self-sabotage. Like shutting down nuclear. Yeah, well, that's the big one, right? I lost faith with German engineering when Bosch moved production to China. We bail out all the other EU nations. Exactly. If it wasn't for Germany, the EU's economy would be in shambles. But Germany's reaching the point where soon even it won't be able to bail out the other EU nations, which is very funny. I find that endlessly amusing. World War II reparation. Exactly. So zip OG, everybody's getting paid for my taxes. It's true. Somehow Germany had to be bailed out by Norway without us, and France, your grid would collapse. And the slowly... Yes. Yes. Man, we're talking about politics again! How does this happen? Now Germany can just be like, hey, we bailed you out, now you have to bail us out. And it's just like a passing the hot potato of countries bailing each other out. Their failing economies. And not once did they think, perhaps maybe we should have a different approach to our economic policy. Get this guy out of here. Clearly, we have to regulate more. Stream almost over. Yeah, we got 2 minutes. Honestly, I don't mind. Cause I'm starting to feel tired. Alright, we'll end it with having photo stream. Wow, I don't know if you guys feel that, but like looking at this is like with like a punch in the head because of how the colors are so much different. Still, I didn't answer. Where Bush? What? What do you mean? You talking about hers? I ain't doing that. Made a Bond reference. I ignored it? I might have just missed it. I don't remember you saying anything. I don't intend to ignore things, I just miss them sometimes, alright? Because I don't have my beer to read. If it were up to me, I'd read and respond to every chat, wholeheartedly and in good faith, and with full understanding of the context of what it means. You know? Well, we can't always do that. Fair. Anyway. Oh, it's the third hour. The third hour is struck. So I hope you guys enjoyed your little sneak peek. I will continue to chip away at that. But we go back to this one. Oh, I stretch. I got an email. What's this? I got an email from my government. Uh-oh. What could this mean? Curious. Alright. I'll see you guys next time on Sunday. 8 p.m. AEST. Whenever that time is for you guys. In which we will draw something different. I already know what I want to do. You guys might be able to figure out based on things that have been said in previous streams. But yeah, maybe we'll have a bee, maybe we won't. Time to beat a boss. What? Oh, he deleted. Yeah. So I hope you guys had a good time. This was a fairly successful stream. Whoa. Hey, guess what, guys? I'm looking at my analytics here. We cracked 100 views. That's a first. Yippee! Anyway, I'll see you guys later. But before we go,
es gibt ein Haus in Neu-Berlin, man nennt es Haus Abendrot. Es war der Ruin vieler guter Jungs, und von mir, mein Gott, litt ich Not. Hätt ich meinem Anführer zugehört, ich wäre heute daheim. War jung und dumm, war ein armer Jung, auf den Abweg geführt und gemein. Nach Neu-Berlin, ein Getriebener von meiner Not. Den Rest meiner Tage bleib ich dort dort bei dem Haus Abendrot.